Are there UFOs flying around us? Is the moon really just a clever hologram? Is the Denver International Airport really just a secret death camp? These are all real ideas believed by some people. Ideas such as these are known as conspiracy theories. Dictionary.com defines a conspiracy theory as a theory that explains an event as being a result of a plot by a covert group or organization, or a belief that many important political events or economic and social trends are the products of secret plots that are largely unknown to the public. These theories are always a bit strange, and some are just downright insane, but a few have actually been proven correct. I will talk about all three kinds of conspiracy theories today. The first type of conspiracy theory I will talk about is the most common. These are theories that are unlikely, but they're not altogether without some evidence. They include theories on things like the moon landing and September 11th. But the most common example of this type of theory is the JFK assassination. So, as you probably know, John F. Kennedy was assassinated while riding in a convoy through Dallas. You also probably know that Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested for this heinous crime. What you might not know is that even though an official investigation declared Oswald the lone gunman in the crime, about 70% of Americans don't believe it, as shown by a recent survey. So what evidence is there of a conspiracy theory? Well, there's not a whole lot of evidence, but some of it is that even though the government originally claimed that John F. Kennedy was only shot once through the neck, the autopsy showed that there were several more bullet wounds, including some that had no exit wounds, which is very unusual for gunshots. So there were many theories about how this could have happened, and one was that John F. Kennedy was shot by some sort of strange ice bullet that left no exit wounds and melted, and that just sounds insane, like something out of a sci-fi film, right? But as it turns out, years later, in an unrelated investigation into the CIA's covert operations, they found that they actually had created a gun that fires ice bullets covered in toxins. So what really happened that day? Think about it. The next type of conspiracy theories are ones that have been proven true. These are less common than the last type, and they're usually revealed when the government declassifies information. Usually they're secret plans that are hidden up after the government creates them, and they're things like MK-Ultra, which was a failed mind control experiment done by the government, and also the Tuskegee Syphilis Project, which was also covered up. But one particular scary one was Operation Northwoods. So these are the people involved in Operation Northwoods. So in the early 60s, the government decided that they wanted to try to raise support for a war against Cuba, and a few of these people drafted a plan that would get public support for a war against Cuba. The plan involved performing terrorist acts themselves on America and then blaming it on Cuba. The plan called for things such as bombing a U.S. ship and assaulting Guantanamo Bay using American soldiers disguised as Cuban soldiers. This nefarious plan was actually approved by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, but it was rejected by John F. Kennedy before he was assassinated. In fact, it was the official investigation of his assassination that revealed this plan and made it public after it was hidden for years. Coincidence? So, the third, and my favorite type of conspiracy theories, are just these crazy, crackpot theories that a surprising amount of people believe. My personal favorite is David Icke's reptilian overlord theory. So, published in his first book, The Biggest Secret, in 1999, Icke states that the world is actually run by a race of reptile-human hybrids called the Anunnaki. These hybrids live in tunnels and come from another dimension, specifically the lower portion of the fourth dimension. Icke refers to these reptiles as inner-earth reptiles and claims that the very first one was Adam from the Bible, and also that their breeding with another alien race called Nordics created the Aryan race. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Another one that I saw that was pretty great was there's this, in Switzerland, there's this thing called the Hadron Collider in CERN. Some of you might be familiar with it. Well, some people believe that instead of it being a physics experiment in Switzerland, they think that it's actually a space and time wormhole portal that is being used to summon the ancient Egyptian god Osiris. So there's there's that. So now that you know the types of conspiracy theories and the real conspiracies that are out there, I'll leave you with this. How and why do these theories exist? What causes rational people, and of course people like our friend David Icke, to doubt what their own government tells them? A New York Times article by Maggie Coworth Baker mentions the work of Viren Swamy, a psychologist who sees belief in conspiracy theories as a way of reacting to uncertainty and powerlessness in the world. And with all the uncertainty in this world today, conspiracy theories have been and will continue to be a part of our lives. So remember, Big Brother is always watching. Thank you.